What is going on, everybody? We're going to be playing a little Kerbal Space Program today. Now, I have played Kerbal Space Program 2, but I have never played Kerbal Space Program 1. And people have said it is similar to Ave Assembly and that it's better than 2, which is kind of weird, but we're going to be checking it out and see what we think of it today. We're going to go ahead and do play missions and see if we can find a mission that we want to do. Can I click the community created ones? Okay, we're just probably gonna change my opinion there and go with career. Oh, maybe we just want to do sandbox. Let's go ahead and launch in sandbox and get started. See what crazy things we can make in Kerbal Space Program. Welcome to the Space Center. Let's head over to the vehicle assembly building. And we have all of our parts here to start. Let's see what our options are. Bunch of re-entry modules, cockpit, MK2. So we have a bunch of different command modules and modules to use. Does look like there is some probe core, yeah, so this will run on its own. Road mate. There's the remote guidance units. Okay. There is a ton of parts for us to use. But I think we're going to need to go ahead and get some structure in place to be able to hold this thing. There's a lot of options in here. Interesting. What can I use this for? Also, how do I delete it? Why is it not deleting? Maybe we need to add something else to get rid of this thing. Hmm. There's like no garbage can I can drag it to. There we go. Monopropellant. That'll be good to remember. Oh yeah, that don't look right. It's even bigger. Too small. Okay. Not a ton of monopropellant options. I imagine I'm not going to have very many options here either. There's a solid fuel booster. Need a structure to hold this thing. Get a bigger command unit. Honestly, we could even go with a remote. But nah, I want to send the little guys up on it, so... That's what's on there right now. Okay. Let's go to robotics. Is there anything in here we could use? Okay, we don't need rotation servos for the moment. What are these? Decouplers. Okay. What does that... That sounds pretty cool. For now, we're going to keep it simple and just try to get to space. Let's go back up to fuel tanks. Oof, that's even bigger than what we have. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we're going to need a body part to make this work. feel like we're missing pieces here. In here? I wish there was more adapters. Okay, so there's no way to make it bigger. Okay. Still have not found what we're looking for. These are some massive nose cones. Um, where was... Okay, we want to put something around the outside, something that's payload. Yeah, that's probably not it. Okay, so I'm messing something up there. Yeah. Just gonna get rid of those. Do we have a bigger? Still nowhere big enough. It is actually harder than I thought to make an airplane in this game. I should say rocket. Let's go ahead and take it to the launch. Nothing ever goes wrong at launch. What do I need to do here? Um, this is all pretty new to me. Um, okay. So it does not seem So I'm not actually sure why it's not working. Must have the wrong kind of fuel. Let's go back to the Space Center. And that uses liquid fuel, and I'm pretty sure that's what we have on board right now. Oh, we have liquid fuel and oxidizer, so we should be theoretically good to go. Okay, so we're gonna need to abort launch. Maybe I should have watched a video on how do you do all this. What do we do in the vehicle assembly building? That's where we've been. What does that do? So many things I do not know what they do. Although it does look like there's a lot to do. Let's go ahead and try this again. Because I don't see what's wrong or what I'm missing. We got nothing. Okay. Yeah, we did not get off the ground still. We might have to go to the main menu and go to the career just to figure it out. What is a spaceplane hangar? And then we'll need some kind of nose cone. Okay, now we literally just need a nose cone. Which I thought... too small? Alright, now let's put some wheels on this thing and some aerodynamics and see if we can get it in the air. Is there a mirror option? And we need some ground. Oh, let's test this bad boy. Maybe we'll actually get off the ground this time. You never know, though. Oh, there we go. Well, we hit something there that did something. Not sure what it was. Was it H? I think it was something in the second row here. Okay, not the most stable thing. That's for darn sure. Alright, let's revert to the space hangar now. Yeah, so this did not work at all. Helicopter blade. Make full-on helicopters? That would be interesting. Let's see if that can give us the thrust we need. Might have a little bit too much thrust on this thing. See, I doubt there's an engine that has this weird back to it. I will say, they did not make this one as easy to figure out as they did for 2. Here we go. Now let's go to engines. Let's go to aerodynamics. Let's get that big S delta wing, put symmetry on. And then let's give it some kind of tail wing. Turn symmetry off. Nice. Now we just need a set of rear landing gear and we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and test it on the runway. Yes, I do read chat, Hudson, and hello, Tico. If you guys have any input, I am open to hear it. Oh, might have had the wrong kind of fuel for that rocket. Let me just take a peek here. I don't actually know why it died out so quick that time. Can you not hear me, Hudson? Now you got me checking to see if my mic works right now. Oh. Sorry about that. Click the wrong button there. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, let's revert. Yeah, let me get an intake. Space plane hangar. Let's go to engine. Actually, let's just type in intake. Alright, let's see if that works now. Here we go. Well, it went better than it did the first time. Let's give that a second shot. I see why the wings are actually at different levels. I actually think it has to do with the fact those wings are at two very different levels. It's causing it to go crazy off the runway. So I need flaps. Could switch it out for these. Oh, well, might be too late for that. Yep, you're definitely right about this whole flaps thing. Why are those not built into the wings? And which menu are the flaps in? Do you happen to know? I would guess that's somewhere in aerodynamics, right? I do not know which wings have flaps. Oh, so it is the Evlons. And that'll be enough to get me up. I did not, but now I do. Oh yeah, that... Okay, so you gotta do every part in this thing. Definitely still have something off. Getting closer, though. Yeah, I did not know you had to add the flaps by themselves. That's a little bit different than how it was in Kerbal 2. Yeah, that's not gonna work. There we go. Okay, we'll see if that's any better. Yes, I should have took my landing gear up. You're not wrong about that. Let's raise the throttle. Give it another try here. Okay, yeah, it's gonna need the landing gear. Not sure why it's not getting off. So I mean, better, not great. No chance this thing makes it to space before it runs out of fuel. That's okay. Weaker engine is not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and revert. The landing gear positioning is the problem. Yeah, you're probably not wrong on that either. Let's go ahead and move that out here. Put symmetry on. And pull that out real quick. Go to sections and make it just a tad bit longer. Definitely gonna put that in there. And let's put one more on. Oh, E and Q. Okay, still getting the controls down. I appreciate that. It's been a while since I played any Kerbal. Let's see how it sits on the runway now. Staying lined up much better. Although we're almost out of fuel before even getting off the runway here. Might need a shorter landing gear in the back. I think that would help, because we're definitely pushing against the ground. Does not look like we're going to get off by the end of the runway here. Okay, let's go ahead and revert back to the space hangar. Let's go ahead and delete that. Go back to engines. Or sorry, let's go to fuel tanks. And let's grab this guy. Let's go to engines. Way too big. Still too big. A little bit too small. Could put one on both, see if 2 is enough to get me thrust. We also could put 2 boosters on here. Not that that's a good idea. And then we need aerodynamics. That's not going to work either. Needs to be a little bit bigger than that. That might work. Might still also be just a tad small. Let's go ahead and launch. Use a jet engine, not a great idea. 100 miles per second. Okay. I think this is going to get us about 90 if I'm thinking about this right. And then when I... Oh, actually... Okay, you're right about the not a great idea thing. That definitely came true. Let's go ahead and revert it and try what you guys are thinking in the chat and see if you're better at this than I am. Let's go jet engine. And let's go with 2. And we're going to pull off that for the moment. See if this works any better than what I was doing. I trust you guys. Yeah, I was thinking the wings might be too far forward. We'll test this, and if it doesn't work, we will bring the wings back to where that center of gravity is at. I also forgot a tail wing. Not gonna help me. Okay, let's just go ahead and revert since we messed this whole thing up already. There is something here that tells me the center of mass. I mean, that looks ridiculous. But we can make it work. And then we'll need a tail wing. Okay, are we good with this? Is everyone thinking that this is going to work a little bit better? Let's go ahead and try it. Well, I mean, I have faith. A little bit bad on takeoff here, but we'll see how it does. Yeah, we lost it. Yeah, I'm thinking it is probably not aligned somewhere, so we gotta figure out where that's at. Although everything looks aligned to me. We could go ahead and put the small one on. Or I should say the large one, since that would match what's on the back. Let's see how that goes down the runway. Yeah, we're not gonna get it before we crash. That much I can tell you. Looking better, though. That almost makes me think that I need more air intake, right? Am I thinking about this? Uh, that might work a little better. Let's see. Turn on SAS. How do I turn that on? Where is SAS at? found it. Okay, it should be on. There's no remote controlled or manned command modules. What do you mean? It has a literal command module right there for people to be in. I think it was an air thing, but I'm not sure why my command module is not working now. Yeah, launch anyways, clear it. We have a crew. Let's see what it does. Press launch and you'll see it. Okay. Let's see if I can find what you're looking at. So now it just doesn't work. That's fun. What did I mess up here? Yeah, but it has a crew module, so why is it saying it doesn't? Let's go back here. The globe. Click the globe. Man. Yeah, I don't know why it has no control. Okay, let me go back and try to put crew on that. I can feel your guys' frustration. Now are we good? Clear the runway. I think we got it now. I think we got it. Okay. Let's put this as our target. Let's go ahead. Yeah, still not enough air. See if in the flat field we can actually get off here. Yeah, only one engine's running right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add their intakes that are on the body. Let's go ahead and put some symmetry on. Alright, that should give us enough air. you guys are saying this little thing? No. Trying to find SSA before I take off here. And I'm sure a few of you are thinking, are this guy stupid? But I promise you, not usually. On the rate of the miles. Oh, right there. Okay. Let's see how we do here. Still think we're only firing on one. We're gonna try and clear it. Well, I mean... I need a lot more air, I think. Okay, let's go see if we can actually do the math and do this right. So our engines are doing... So it needs power. Air intake is 30, basically a second. And if we look at our current intakes, we are doing... Yeah, I don't even think we're close. Not that this is the right way to go about this. Let's test it. What'd you notice? How much more air could we need now, right? Okay, we're actually not pulling, so we might have the air this time. Oh, I said that a little too soon, didn't I? Well, it went better, I would say. The wing's too far back. You might be right on that as well. Let's see where it says our center of gravity is. Oh, actually, it's not the worst. That might work. Well, they're pretty much in the middle now, so we'll give it our best go here. All right, we are away. Alright, I guess let's, I know it's not gonna make it to space, but let's give it a try. And see how high we can get before we absolutely sputter to the ground. But thank you for everyone who helped me get it off the ground. Turn SAS on. Smooth things out. You guys all helped me significantly, and I appreciate you for that. Now it's going to be about making this thing faster and better. I can't remember what is... Oh. Looks like we were having some issues in the engines. Pulling for recovery here. Let's go ahead and try and bring this thing to the runway. Little bounce. Oh. But it touched down, so we're going to count that as a win. Yeah, I know I stalled it by going too high. It's not meant to go to space. Although we could put some serious solid state boosters on this thing and solid fuel boosters and probably get it to space. Let's revert. Okay, time for a little bit of an overhaul. Let's go ahead and go to engines. Gotta look what they actually need for fuel and all that. Wow, those are really small engines. Holy cow. I'm guessing we're just a little too small. It's not awful, but it is definitely not good. Let's go ahead and figure out making this thing a little bit crazier. Oh, that was one size too big, it seems. And let's put another one on this side. That doesn't look like it's actually connected. There we go. And then let's go ahead and put 4 engines on the back of this thing. Oh, I seen it there for a second. And then let's put another one on. Sometimes it does not like to snap, I swear. That's going to be a lot of power. Okay. We can use mirroring instead. And then... Oh, you guys are saying that's too much, huh? So I assume that putting that on there and putting rockets is probably way too much, right? I can never get it to snap to the right place. So I was thinking we throw two massive things. I love that you guys are helping me figure out how to make this monstrosity work. You know what? Maybe one of those engines would have been plenty. Right? Because, like, that might have been too much and all before. Yeah, that'll fly with no issues, right? No. We're gonna try it. I know you guys are saying no, but we gotta try it, right? I see all the anger down in the chat. Do not worry. Let's go ahead and kick it. Okay, so definitely a little bit too much power. Although, could we blame it on there not being a nose cone? Is that something people would agree to? How could I make this work? Hmm. I don't think that's the right nose cone. Alright, let's give that a try. Okay, we could make the wings bigger. Thank you. I appreciate you. Alright, let's give it one more try here. You know that I think that actually was better. Is there a way I can just set the thrust? Because I think if we didn't do as much thrust off the bat, we'd be in a lot better position. Why does it have to be 1 to 100? That won't work. Yeah, I'm learning that. Okay, that'll make it a little bit heavier in the wings. I know it's probably not going to work, but let's throw a stabilizer in there and see if it does help. We will do the jet engine under the wing here in just 1 second. I should probably be using my center mast and center lift. You are not wrong. Okay, I'd say those Kerbal guys did not survive. Okay, let's go ahead and do what you guys were saying. Okay, so you want jet engines under the wings. It's not really giving me an option to do that. I guess I'd need to put some sort of fuel. Or did you just want me to put a solid fuel? Like that? You know, rocket plane, I guess we're back at trying again, but maybe it'll go better. Why not? Why not? Okay, let's see what you guys get here. And thank you for those who have dropped a like. Appreciate you. Watching my madness over here. We all know we're shocked that this thing got off the ground. I still need to build a actual space shuttle, but I figured I'd learn how to make planes since I'm a little bit more familiar with that. But that actually did work pretty well, I must admit. This thing's totally in trouble now unless we can figure out how to land it, but so honestly, the layout on this plane is not that bad. The force is pretty well distributed on the top. On the bottom, it's not at all, but it's not terrible on the top. Yes, I am definitely out of fuel. You are not wrong. But I think since we've had a working plane that's now staying in the air, I think I'm going to go ahead and call the video here. We will be back more with some more Kerbal. I'm going to probably go do a little bit of research and figure out a few things before I start streaming it again, because I do want to make some spacecrafts and some better planes. But I appreciate everyone who stopped by. If you guys would like, drop a sub.